2K Sports pregame show.
Kenny the Jet Smith, thanks for tuning in. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Golden State Warriors going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Checking out Cleveland, they're excited about this one and will be laying it all on the line. The intensity, palpable. Two top caliber teams facing off on the hardwood to do battle. A rematch of the incredible NBA Finals of 2015. Warriors came out on top in that series in 6. Looking back now, Shaq, do you think the Cavs could have won if they were healthy?
Coulda, woulda, shoulda. We don't like to use if. Free and Love was devastating for the Cavs. Ernie, they had to roll with a 7-man rotation for most of the series.
The city flowing with lights as we get a great look at beautiful downtown Cleveland, Ohio. We've got basketball action at Quicken Loans Arena in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. The home of the Cavaliers, live on 2K Sports. Looking at the last game for the Cleveland Cavaliers, it was a loss to the Celtics. So Golden State will get the first possession. Now Golden State's starting. Thompson is the 2 with Barnes at the 3, and it's Curry in at the point.
And those are the first points of the game.
Nice hoop to get the scoring started there.
Steph Curry does so many things well, Clark, down the floor, but one area he had struggled with was turning the ball over.
Slowly right the ship.
And good on the basket. Book it.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the quality of that three-point shot attempt right there. Going at it the way they did, but it all worked out for him.
Now, here's Thompson. Following the miss by J.R. Smith. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
That's an impressive spin move there, Kevin. I wasn't expecting him to show handles like that.
Warriors on D. It's a 5-point game. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
And how about the game plan that was constructed for that one? I mean, it was apparent how powerless the D was to stop it.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I mean, they just didn't have an answer for anything they threw at him.
Now, here's Thompson. Good. Thompson's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
Love with a wide open look. Off target from outside. Golden State's gone 2 of 2 from 3-point range here in the first quarter. Here's Barnes. Count that one. Barnes has got his first points of the night.
5 buckets without a miss. That's a fantastic start.
From outside the arc, Barnes grabs the miss. The Warriors have gotten all 5 of their shots to go down in the first quarter. Terrific start. Thompson with it. Now Smith defending and stolen by Irving. And here comes Smith leading the fast break. And Irving gets it to go on the assist by Smith. Irving got his second basket of the night.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
He can't get it to go.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Here's Curry. He picked up 33 points in their last one against Oklahoma City. Pulls up on the wing, and he hits the jump shot. Curry's got 5 now.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
From deep, James. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. They went to Cleveland for their last meeting with the Cavaliers, and they came out with the win.
And whether by design or by accident, they drew so many fouls in that game. Foul trouble for the other side became a huge issue.
And as a result, there was a blowout win. I mean, credit them for initiating contact and forcing the officials to make the calls.
Thompson, he's checked in for Moscow.
A little breakdown there, letting him get that rebound. You can't allow that to happen.
LeBron with it, picked up by Thompson. From the arc. Again, James missing. Warriors leading by 8. And here they go. Golden State moving the ball around. Green, no luck.
I tell you what, folks, I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
And really deep 3 that time. LeBron's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. They double-team Curry. The drive by Green, and he jams it with authority.
Boy, he's just dangling from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger Clark right now.
Yeah, it's exactly. It's with them.
And guys, that swagger can backfire because you don't want to get your opponent a little too riled up.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
And no doubt about it, the defense, you can see him exhaling right now. Fortunate that he didn't knock that one down.
And a look now on how the offense,
they're hitting that mid-range jumper.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Channing Fries checked in for Love. Jefferson comes in for James. Shumpert is checked in for Smith. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Irving. And for Andre Iguodala, last year was a first in 758 games. Up until then, he had not once ever come off the bench.
Yeah, he had been a starter throughout his 10-year career, every single game, Kevin. And last year he came off the bench in every game. Big adjustment for the veteran, but he made it well.
Warriors leading by 8. Barbosa kicks to Livingston.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers.
Clearly, he's not pleased with all the looks they've given up on the inside, and also to get them to tighten up that defense.
Yeah, and I think he's going to let them know about it. I mean, they're playing some soft interior defense, and you can't win that way. That's a recipe for disaster if you're not going to play with some physicality inside.
Anderson Varejão's checked in for Thompson, and he gets it to go. Barbosa's got his first points of the game.
You could not diagram a better way to open a quarter.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the lead they've jumped out to already. What a start.
Now here's Shumpert. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. And so it's Golden State with it. Here is Livingston, and that one's good.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
On its way from Barbosa for 2. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
The Warriors, another fast break opportunity here. Barbosa gets the bucket.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
And they just keep finding the open man.
That's good.
Dellavedova is really good at finding his teammates.
Here's Iguodala. They get it again. At the top of the key, Livingston. Second shot opportunity. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
Nice shot there without a second to spare.
You know, as a defending team in that situation, it really other points can be the difference in a ball game.
And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. Warriors ahead. They lead by 14. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena. And LeBron James trying to will his Cavaliers team to... When someone like LeBron talks about what you need to bring to the table, you better bring it.
Yeah. I would think so. You'd be better served to go right along with what he's talking about. Dub the new big 3 along with Kyrie. I think if they just keep following LeBron's lead and advice, the sky's the limit.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And a very convincing performance here from the Warriors so far.
They've won the effort battle, and that's allowed them to control the backcourt.
And it's been gang rebounds. I mean, everybody has done a great job boxing out for them, and it's showing up on the stat sheet.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Barnes and Green of the forward set. Steph Curry's out there with Livingston, and it's Spates in at the 5 down low. Well, and watching Kevin Love, he can do everything on the offensive end, Clark. He's been that way really his entire career, going back to high school.
Yeah, his game is low to the ground, too. No explosive moves or dunks. He takes you on and beats you with skill. Good footwork, smooth shot, sharp passer, and an excellent IQ.
Irving for 3. Another 3 for Cleveland.
And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
No one near Curry as he lets it go. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Livingston.
And talking about Love, last season was a tricky one for him. So much of his post offense was taken away by the Cavs scheme, so he just made up for it by averaging the second most threes of his career.
You know, for Kevin Love, last season was the first time
they can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up.
Kyrie as well. You can bet he and Chris Bosh now have a lot to talk about.
Some changes for Golden State. Bogut comes in for Maurice Spates. And it's Klay Thompson in for Sean Livingston. Curry kicks to Thompson. From downtown. And the Warriors miss again. The Cavaliers trail by 13. Irving with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. Irving kicks to Love. In the corner, Smith with it. Here's Mozgov. Timeout called, Cleveland.
Yeah, it looks like he saw some things out there that need to be adjusted. And he's going to take a break here and talk it over.
Hey, you know, coaches sometimes need a break in the action to rethink and retool a bit. Anytime you're in that situation, it makes sense to use the timeout.
Well, we know that Mozgov started last season with the Nuggets and then was traded to Cleveland midway through the season.
And what an impact he made on the Cleveland Cavaliers, particularly at the defensive end. His size and his activity really helped the Cavs become outstanding at the defensive end.
Smith dishes to Love. Out left to the wing. Smith with a wide open look. And again, it's Cleveland.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
And credit to the Cavs for going out and getting Mozgov. I mean, they paid a hefty price giving up the 2 first-rounders. But thus far, he's proved to be worth it.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Smith, no good.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, you may not be as lucky next time down if you're the defense. You cannot allow him to get those kinds of looks.
Curry's shot is good.
And the Mozgov trade, guys, for the Cavs, I think can be viewed as their big turning point in the season. He completely changed the defense of their team. He was that missing piece of the puzzle.
And it's Smith missing.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the board.
You know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
Warriors leading by 14. Curry kicks to Bogut. Green, the pass to Curry. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Curry's got 15 points.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
It's a stark discrepancy when you look at the assist columns and you see that difference as far as the fluidity in their respective offenses.
A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. Amon Shumpert's checked in for Smith. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, real nice shot selection there. I guess he's working on his buzzer beater form.
That's a reach, but perhaps that is the case. Or maybe he was trying to knock a bird off of the scoreboard.
He's about right. Because I still can't figure that one out.
No, and I see no birds up there.
No.
And here's Fry from the arc. Nice D from Bogut.
Boy, in the film session, they'll say that was a well-challenged shot.
And the wide open shot from Green. And another 3 for Golden State.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Risky pass in a situation like that. Very lucky that wasn't a steal.
Fortunate to get it through. I thought he was headed the other way with that one.
1:32 left to play here in the half. Here's Shumpert. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
Lead big, but their advantage on the boards is huge too.
They've been the aggressors, plain and simple, outworking them, fighting for every loose ball.
In the corner, it's James. 1:06 left in the first half of basketball. And it's sent back by Bogut. And here we go with Curry running it up the court. Off target with his three.
And that's not the best of shot selection there. The defense definitely won that possession.
Yeah, I think in that case you've got to go elsewhere with the ball. You just can't rise up over the top of him when he's on you.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Jefferson's checked in. There's 47 seconds left now here in the second. Cleveland moving the ball around. Feeds it to Fry. To the inside. Dellavedova dishes to Thompson. Outside for Jefferson. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Shot clock at 2. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andrew Bogut. That is his first foul of the game. Curry with the steal.
And it's only their first turnover here. They've done a really good job of protecting the ball so far.
A great point, Clark. That's the one thing they've done really well here, but still trailing. They've got some other areas they need to shore up.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. 6 to shoot. From deep three-point range. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Curry's got 20 points. 7 seconds left in the first half. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
Which shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
2 shots.
So he comes up empty, missing both. And here we go. A pull-up. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And so a pretty lopsided game for the first half. The Warriors on top, ending the second quarter on a 20-7 run. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. Steph, what's been the key to what's working well out there for you guys right now?
Defensive end. We rebound the ball, keeping them off the glass.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith as we start breaking it down for you. The first half was all about Stephen Curry. He had 20 points, 5 assists, and 1 steal. Some great work from him in the first 2 quarters. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think? Shaq, how do you think Cleveland played?
Well, first of all, as cold as they've been from the floor, I can't say I'm surprised by the score. You cannot shoot the ball that poorly.
And that's it for halftime as the second half is just about to get underway. See you after the game.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback.
You know, Curry is playing extremely well. He has 20 points, and he's hit 4 from beyond the arc. A weapon with those three-point shots.
You said it. His long-range jumpers are having a deadly effect.
LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. And it's Mozgov in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue.
And for Kevin Love last season, he didn't want to be called a stretch four, but the numbers suggest he was exactly that. Nearly 1 out of every 2 shots he took was from 3, a much higher ratio than at any other time in his career. It would have been something to see if he could hit that shot from that deep.
Greg, you know it, I know it. There aren't very many guys that can hit from out there, but he is one of them. That's the kind of range he has.
And again, no good by Golden State.
That's not how you want to kick off the second half with 3 straight misses.
And it's Smith again missing.
Not the best shot right there with a good defender draped all over you.
I agree with you. I mean, not the shot they were hoping for, but he can really cause problems with his defense.
And Green gets it to go.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
And when you look at...
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Tangibles, though, and I remember talking early in his career with Tom Izzo up at Michigan State saying those exact things, that he gives you so much more than just what you see.
And his current coach and our former partner, Steve Kerr, raves about him. He's the heart and soul of the Warriors, in Steve's words.
Timeout called the Cavaliers.
You know, you talk about Green's enthusiasm for the game. He's constantly talking, whether defensively or even in an opponent's ear. He's a vocal presence. And also another example of how a guy can make an impact without necessarily having it show up in the stat sheet.
Jones for 3. Green with the rebound. Green's got 5 rebounds tonight. It's Iguodala with the drive. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior. And also, don't discount his leadership. Draymond Green's been a vocal leader his entire career. Even as a rookie, he wasn't afraid to challenge his teammates. And that competitive spirit, guys, can be contagious.
Different look here for the Warriors. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Bogut. Rush comes in for Green. Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Curry. And he gets it to go.
Oh, they are putting the hammer down. A huge lead right now.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if we're talking about their offense or their defense. I mean, it's all been good.
And now running up the court, Barbosa pushing it up. And Brandon Rush slams it in.
And they seem to have gotten something out of almost every possession. Their defense has been just as good, just a tremendous performance all the way around.
Yeah, and they're doing it in hostile territory, too. I mean, don't forget about that part of it, which makes it even more impressive.
Iguodala, no good. Cavaliers have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Jones kicks to Smith. Rush grabs the miss. Warriors have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter, 4 of 8. Pass to Barbosa from downtown, and good on the basket. Book it. Barbosa's got 9 points.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They've got to get more intense.
LeBron passes to Jones. Irving from long range. And Love throws it down.
Just lazy defense on the glass there.
Well, nobody boxed out. Nobody put a body on anybody else. Things like that not only drive the coach crazy, that stuff gets under my skin.
Timeout called the Warriors.
And one thing about there are a ton of siblings currently playing in the league. Some on the same team, some on opposing sides, but there must be over a half a dozen sets of siblings.
Thompson, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Matthew Dellavedova comes in for LeBron. Rush dishes to Iguodala. They grab their own miss. A second chance effort, and Leandro Barbosa, the bucket on the assist by Varejao. Barbosa's got 5 points now this quarter. Cleveland's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. As you said, Greg, there are a ton of sibling pairs in the NBA. Even more, Clark, if you include the D-League.
Well, you start with the Plumlees, the Gasols, the Teagues, Zellers. For twins, you have the Lopez twins, Morris twins, the Zellers, Gasols, Teagues, Steph, and Seth Curry. Count 2 with the D-League.
That's a lot. That's a lot. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Shumpert's checked in. And the Warriors also making a change. Spates is checked in. That one goes. Count it. The Cavaliers shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. Again, Irving missing. The Warriors have gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. Here's Livingston. And the 3 off target.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
Looking at the Cavaliers over the last 10,
and how they compare to the rest of the league, this is what we've got. 4th in opponent points per game, 5th in three-point field goal percentage. And they also show up in the top 5 in not giving up the ball. This is a low turnover team. They value possessions, and they really concentrate on taking care of the rock.
And you go back to their ranking in opponents' points per game. Teams just can't seem to put runs together against them. You get a bucket here, a bucket there, but that defense, it just wears on you. And guys, Andre Iguodala entered this league as an athlete with raw skill. And bit by bit, though, he refined his game over the years, except in the one category, free throw shooting. In that one area, he was much better over the first 5 years of his career than he has been the last 5.
Richard Jefferson, he's checked in for Cleveland. And Golden State also making a change. Steph Curry's checked in for Sean Livingston. Golden State's gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. And we were talking about Iguodala's free throw shooting. It really is a miracle. He's become so efficient, Clark, in every other area of his game. But last year, in his 11th season, he shot the 2nd worst percentage of his career.
Sometimes, Kevin, it's simply a matter of confidence. You miss a few and it gets into your head, and before you know it, the harder you're trying, the worse it gets.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Iguodala. And it's Thompson in for Leandro Barbosa. Shumpert gets a wide-open look. Cans it from downtown. Shumpert's got 6.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get, so why not?
And here's Green outside. And it's no good. 3rd time he's missed. And they're scheduled to take on the Lakers at the Staples Center. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. Andrew Bogut checked in for Golden State.
First team foul. Warriors substitution. Andrew Bogut.
20 seconds left to play in the 3rd. And Thompson kicks to Dellavedova. Outside Jefferson. It's rebounded by Golden State. Bogut's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Outside Curry. From downtown. And no good trying to get that one. The 3 quarters of play all in the books. And this one all but over already. Warriors ahead, opening up a huge gap. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the 4th quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. The Warriors shooting wonderfully up to this point, 67%. On the court for Golden State here in the 4th. We've got Rush. Bogut out there with Anderson Varejao. Then there's Livingston. And it's Barbosa in at the 2. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. The Warriors making a switch here. McAdoo's checked in.
Well, there were a few complaints last season about how the playoff seeding was done, most notably in the Western Conference. Portland was the 4th seed for winning their division, but without that division win, would have been the 6th seed.
Barbosa against Irving, beyond the arc. Rebounded by McAdoo. Cowan passes to McRae. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
You always want a player to have his head up and to be surveying the court, but not if that's going to be the result.
And here's Golden State. Livingston dishes to Varejao. He feeds it to McAdoo. Kicks it to Livingston. Fires the 3. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Here's Irving. Another miss by Irving. Warriors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Barbosa kicks to McAdoo. The pass to Varejao. Out left to the wing from 18 feet away. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
You know what? You just cannot get much better of a look than that one.
Exactly. I mean, no way you expect him to miss that shot.
From past the arc, and it's Kyrie Irving with the three.
And with that three, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
Here's Livingston. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Irving. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Kyrie Irving made his first playoff appearance last season with the Cavs and individually got a big $90 million max extension as well. He's in a really good spot in his career at this point.
The Warriors making a switch here. Spates has checked in. And speaking of Irving's star status, last season a signature shoe in his name. I see, in fact, that you and Clark are wearing them tonight. That's always a big deal.
Kevin, that's an elite club to be in. Only the true superstars get that kind of status. He certainly got the flash to go with the substance.
Barbosa gets the bucket.
An open jump shot there, and their D not putting up any resistance today.
Outside Irving. Traps in the tray. Irving's got 10 points here in the second half.
He's showing no signs of letting up here.
Barbosa for three. The shot no good. Cavaliers go the other way with it. The shot's good from Irving. Irving's got 9 points in the quarter.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Rush the pass to Spates. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Livingston, no luck.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
And how many extra possessions have they gotten because of that rebounding edge?
Well, it's been a bunch, and I think it's made the difference in the game. I mean, they've actually done a great job on the board.
In transition, here come the Cavaliers. And on the way from Irving for three. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. And it's blocked. They recover it. He was all alone on that one.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Love the mentality there, I tell you. I know I've never coached, but, man, playing to win and being aggressive even with the lead as opposed to being safe and going into prevent offense, I'll take the former all day long. Play to win.
2 minutes.
There's 1:54 left here in the fourth quarter. Good.
He's so tough to guard. He can fake you one way and then just spin right by you.
For Cleveland, they've gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. This one for three. That doesn't go in either for Irving. The Warriors shooting in the fourth quarter down around 31%, not playing with as much energy here lately. Really left alone that time. Barbosa's got 5 points now this quarter.
Gotta. Be demoralizing. They desperately needed a stop, and instead they give up a triple on an open look.
Got that bucket in no time at all. 23 points for Kyrie Irving.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Warriors.
But, Steve, you know, you don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out, Clark, this kind of punishment to
Well, you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on, and clearly were dominant in every area.
And the wins continue to come in fairly easy for these guys in what's been a very strong year, to say the least. Tonight will push them up to 56 wins.
I think you'd have to be impressed with the total command they showed throughout this season series. I mean, winning this final game and pitching a 3-0 shutout for the year against the Cavs.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Curry. A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
Out of bounds, Cleveland will take possession. Andrew Bogut, he's checked in for Maurice Spates. 35 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Shumpert. His three-pointer's off the mark.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Barbosa for three, and it's Barbosa again missing.
Kevin, he's missing shot after shot after shot from long range. With time running low, he'd be better off trying something else.
Now Rush. The dish to Livingston. The three. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get a break, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an
Congratulations on this win tonight, Stephen. And tell
the 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey, y'all. Ernie Johnson here, along with Kenny Smith and Stephen Curry. Talk about lighting it up in the second quarter. My word, that was just huge, and the impact carried them through the entire game.
He had a sensational night shooting the ball. Over 60% reminds me of myself. If you're shooting over 60%, you're playing smart. You're being aggressive.